Welcome to Fantasy Breakouts. I'm Pat. That's Eric. Welcome as always, and thank you. Oops, my apologies. But yes, welcome to Fantasy Breakouts. I'm Pat. That's Eric. And let's dive into Week 1 recap. We try to get this out to you guys as soon as possible. Obviously, we got some busy things to do. But before we get started, guys, let's keep in mind it's Week 1. All right, calm down. No matter if you're 1-0 or 0-1, 17 weeks. You have plenty of time. No need. Now, if you are 0-1, this is an opportunity to learn from your mistakes and keep it moving. Now, even if you're 1-0, this is still an opportunity to grow and make that team stronger.
All right. Don't overreact. He's saying don't overreact.
Go ahead. Chill out. It's all good.
It's the longest fantasy season of all time, so we got time.
Like I told somebody on TikTok, this is far from a sprint. This is a marathon. Let's get into this. So yeah, man. Obviously, the Bucks and Cowboys kicked us off. It was a great game on last Thursday night, Eric. I mean, we expect a high-scoring game. What else did you take away from this game that you think that we should always think about? I guess from one perspective.
Yeah, it was a great game. I mean, you couldn't ask for more than that to start up the year. But like, what I was looking for was how much would they get CeeDee Lamb involved and when would they? And they just right off the bat. He was involved. I think he had like 3 or 4 targets within the first 5 minutes of that game. So they game planned to get him going, and I think they were really excited to use him. So that was something. And if you were a Amari Cooper owner, I mean, you didn't have to wait too long, but he started putting on a show after that. But that was kind of telling for me, like that they really went early and often to CeeDee. But yeah, Prescott, Amari, CeeDee are going to be great. Gallup went out. It was pretty quiet how he went out, and then they said he was out for the game. But I think that's going to open things up for Dalton Schultz. I know I've seen, just on whatever, ESPN or whatever, people aren't talking about him right now. But I think with they want to get Amari and CeeDee down the field, and I think they're going to be throwing to Schultz underneath and stuff. So if you have some tight end questions, I like him. We'll talk about him a little bit. Did you have anything on the Cowboys side before we talk about the Bucks?
I would say kind of like what you were talking about, man. It was pretty telling in a lot of ways, but though what stuck out to me was pretty much Zeke, man. This is
Right.
pretty much why I didn't when I stayed away from them. Not only did they stay, they're making that statement where they're not going to be a run heavy team. They had Tony Pollard involved. They had to do trick plays on us. It did not look good to me. If I'm a Zeke fan, I'm just being honest with you. But yeah, looked like passing team. Kind of the same how they started last year. They started hot. Dak was averaging he's going to throw like 5,000 yards last year. Remember that? Before he got hurt. So.
Yep.
Came out the same way where they picked up. I thought Dak looked pretty good. A couple of runs, he looked like a little nervous, but he looked all right though. So, what about the Bucks side?
I think if you look at the box score, somebody stands out to me. If we look at the Cowboys defense, you see Anthony Brown, leading tackler, cornerback for the Cowboys. So what does that mean? That means Antonio Brown was getting shadowed by him, so that means Antonio Brown was getting open early and often, but Mike Evans wasn't. So they shadow both Brown and Evans. So is Trayvon Diggs going to be a shutdown corner this year? I mean, maybe he's I think he's got his brother, he's got resources. Maybe he got trained up, and maybe he's going to be a shutdown corner. But only a few people do that to Mike Evans, right? It's not like a week in, week out thing, but I would expect Mike Evans to come back next week, but this was ugly for him.
If you drafted Mike Evans, you knew. If you didn't see this happen, this is how he is.
Mm-hmm. I didn't see this happening in this game, though, right?
I didn't either, man. But Mike Evans has those days, flat out. He's had 7 straight years with 1,000 receiving yards, whatever. But he does do this. It's a roller coaster.
Yeah.
So.
In the shootout game script, you figured he would get involved, but it was Gronk, it was Godwin, and it was Brown. So
Gronk was a big surprising one for me. But Brady pretty much spread the ball, fed everybody.
Yeah, as you can see.
What about the running backs? Obviously Ronald Jones, he fumbled and got in the doghouse early. I just honestly, I made a trade. I made it basically last night, but today to get rid of that because it looks like a headache to me. I don't want anything to do with it.
You just got out of the
Where,
Bucks backfield. Your
yes,
shares are out of here.
I don't.
What did you do? Say what you did.
I traded Leonard Fournette and Henry Ruggs for Allen Robinson.
Oh my God, that was before the Raiders game, right? He accepted that
We
before the
agreed.
Raiders.
We agreed before that, yes.
Yeah, and that would have shut down that trade. So I thought that was a hell of a good trade. And I'm not going to veto something like that. But yeah, we'll see what those running games look like. Cowboys and Buccaneers week 2. We'll see if we get more life out of the running game anyway. Okay, so
it's gonna be a guessing game.
Yeah. Yeah, so okay, Seattle, Indy, Seattle up the entire game as you see from the box score. DK got involved really late, but I mean they're kicking the crap out of Indy the whole game. Really no threat, so I wouldn't worry about DK. They'll be passing more in other games. He only threw 23 times, Pat, 4 touchdowns on 23 passes.
The boys accurate and
Russell
efficient.
Wilson. Yeah,
floaters to lock it, man. So
Yep. Carson, maybe 91 yards and 16 attempts. I mean, he that's the majority of the team right there. So he got a majority of the work. Lockett came out hot, so we'll see what he does.
If you could have an ideal scenario for everybody to eat, that right there is the ultimate formula because everybody ate. There's no way around it. If you complain about Metcalf he got 4 targets. You can't complain about that. He got a touchdown. He's still serviceable. Carson got 20 or 16 attempts. Wow, Russell, it's crazy, bro. That is the most efficient thing you'll see.
Yeah, they're just scoring on every drive. And then I wanted to see what Disley versus Everett look like, and it looks like they're pretty much splitting it. And I mean, Disley he threw that one guy to the ground. That was pretty sweet. Nice stiff arm.
Oh, he didn't throw me man, bro.
Oh, it was Leonard. It was Darius Leonard too. That's the best tackler in the NFL.
Because I think he came through and he threw one person, and then Leonard was the second one. All he caught was the straight chest, get off me. I'd be mad. I know that's gonna be on the highlight. Check out this, the team motivation on Tuesday morning type stuff. So
some team's gonna pay him just because of that. But I don't know.
Look at the potential.
And then the other thing I had, obviously, I don't think either of us like the Colts passing offense whatsoever going to this year, and I completely avoided them. And that looks like it might have been the best move possible with what
it just.
Jonathan Taylor had the most catches.
I think I could see it getting better, but I just Wednesday it's the same, bro. I don't care what they say. Once between everybody hating them and this, it's gotten to him mentally, and I'm good. Good. They were talking about Michael Pittman being a hot pickup and yada, yada, yada. And then Pascal comes to snipe people as usual.
Generic digs. Great value digs right honestly, there. And he dressed same number and everything. But, not a good showing there. Next one we had Jags Houston. I don't think we really expected that. But, God, maybe the Jags have the worst defense. Maybe they do have the worst defense.
Remember we were talking about
the team to target, right?
What I'd say, handouts. We're looking for those teams. Yeah, we're looking for that team. And I feel I don't know, man. It didn't look good for Jacksonville at all. Not only did Trevor Lawrence, first of all, he threw 51 times. They lost by 16. James Robinson, the boy, he didn't have a carry till the second quarter. I think it was just ugly. What? Sometimes we already talked. We know this. The history of college coaches coming to the NFL, it does not work a lot of times, and it doesn't look too confident to me. It just looks like they don't know who they are. They're trying to find their identity so hard, they're going to force Trevor Lawrence to throw it. He went 3-3. The only person I know that does that like that is famous Jameis, and then he did completely opposite, So I just. If you're regretting not taking Robinson, it's man, you might have dodged that bullet right now. It's week 1, but I'm thinking the other way around that Houston was going to be that team to get fed on or demolished and ran over, but they look solid. Like I was very, very surprised. They look solid. You know, we talked about the receiving core, Brandon Cooks. When he had a fishing like 5 for
132.
Yeah. Brandon Cooks is Brandon Cooks. Period.
Loose, yeah. Even Danny Amendola had a couple like. Why?
And we were talking about, you know, Tyrod. Like I said, you know, Tyrod's a pro, but he definitely. And it wasn't like it was solid. I ain't gonna say like it was too much, but he did his thing. Mark Ingram with how many attempts did he have? Like 30? How many carries the man had? I think it was like 20. How many touches did you have, Eric? Like 26, roughly? I think he checked out. But yeah, Mark Ingram had 1 billion touches. He hasn't had that much since like 2017. You there? Can you hear me?
Yeah. So I had to check out somebody's outfit.
Outfit. How many carries did Mark? Yeah, 26. That's the most he's had since. And even if the numbers are not great, which they're, but King of Fantasy's opportunities, period. So that's what you look for.
Yeah, why not? You know, put him on your bench, right? I mean, you can hate him as much as you want, but if he's getting the opportunities,
if he's getting 20 touches a game,
yeah, that's unheard of. There's a lot of sour people to Mark Ingram, but it's like this might be his last year. I mean, obviously he's a pro, so put him on your roster. Don't. And we'll talk about Fab and the waiver claim. I probably wouldn't use a claim on him, but you know, few bucks. Don't let somebody just get him for free.
Yeah.
Next game, let's keep going here. I think we didn't really expect Justin Herbert to have a giant, immense game, but I think he had to battle back. They ended up they were gifted a win almost when
they literally were.
Gibson fumbled it, but Eckler, he didn't catch any passes.
Fumbles
that's
week.
Mm-hmm.
That's his bread and butter. Yeah, I don't.
So that was kind of scary, right?
That's if you're Eckler owner, you better be praying. Yeah, you got to be, because overall you don't pick Eckler for being in between tackles. Like his bread and butter is catching like 7, 8, 10 passes. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he didn't score that touchdown that they were at, what yard were that? Like they were right there, like 10 yard within the 10. Whatever.
Yeah, it was like
if he didn't score that, like that was a crappy day in this. So it's looking a little shaky on the end. Keenan got his normal. But Mike Williams, I'm sure this is
chances too.
The man had what, 11?
I wish it showed the targets here. Wait, what was it?
I think 11 targets.
That's great.
As a Mike Williams owner, if he goes out in the second week, I'm trying to sell that. You know how we talk about. I love Mike Williams as a player. It's not that, but the man does not. Even he had one catch one day. It was like, oh, the man needs to go to a sliding class. What else you got going on, man?
I mean,
is that what you expected from that game?
Yeah, I think I did expect that. I mean, I didn't take an under or anything on it, but I had just had that sinking feeling, like thinking about drafting Fitzpatrick, and I didn't do it. But it's like, why does this have to happen? With me, I have Logan Thomas, Gibson, McLaurin in another league. It's like we're back in 2020, baby. We're just back there struggling. So it sucks, man. You just hoping for deep bombs to McLaurin. He got that lollipop one. He Willie Mays basically.
He's a dog.
He's a beast, and he just can't get a quarterback.
He's a modern day Allen Robinson.
Yep, younger. Yeah.
I think. What's
Heineke.
Taylor Heineke? Yeah, whatever. It's right there too. He's not that bad. He's not that good, I don't think, but he's not that bad. He's still young. He's still developing. But I think regardless, Terry McLaurin only needs, honestly, 5 targets.
Mm-hmm.
He gets those catches, man. It's like, why would he? How do you? He can make the most out of something. I think so. We'll see. I think out of everybody, Logan Thomas is going to relish the most, though, right now.
You think he's going to be in a better position because of Heineke? Or you think he's going to, just a short dump offs? Man,
Safe
and
bet.
don't freak out if you have Gibson. I'm not. I mean, 20
Yeah.
carries, and then he did get some
Attempts.
passes. As long as they don't do some spiteful stuff about the fumble, we're good. We're good. They got a lot
He's their
invested
future.
in
They
him.
know it. We'll
Yeah,
be all right. Yeah, next game.
yeah. R.I.P. Fitzpatrick, though. Thank you.
We'll see. How long is he out?
He had dislocated hip, and we've seen that end things for a lot of people. But dislocated hip, that's for at least a few months, man. So here we go. Next one.
Yeah.
I'm mad about it. I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, this
Philly,
was
Philly,
crappy.
Atlanta. Philly, Atlanta. Yeah, I think this is one of the. I think with these two teams, the Vikings, a couple other teams, they'll shut down the run. They can't do anything against the pass. So like Jalen Hurts, look at this, 264 and 3, and then he had 7 for 62. That's some beautiful stuff in fantasy football right there.
That's music, right?
Miles Sanders, people were dogging him about not being used on third down. First and second down, he was still catching passes. He looked great. So, I mean, I didn't go out. I got some shares of him, and I didn't go out looking for him, but he fell to me. So I'm not going to let somebody with that talent just walk by. But Pat, what about Devonta Smith? How you taking your victory lap?
I've been on Devonta Smith, man. I've been, he's too skinny. He's got a kneecap. Bro, he's a Heisman Trophy winner, and then on top of that, he automatically is number one. Like, look at their roster, and the man is just talented. I don't care how skinny he is. Like, he's just talented. It is what it is, Until further notice, that's that guy. And the question was Jalen Hurts going to feed him? And the question was answered. So, I'm feeling great about that. Like, I think right now he's a must. Like, he's got to start. Like, you got to start him. I don't think he's got to start. He's got to start at worst wide receiver 3. Like, he's gonna produce. Period.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm with you. Yeah, and that made I had him in Mostert, and guess who's my flex now? Devonta Smith, I think. Let's go. So okay, Matt Ryan looking like the wheels are falling off, man. You're losing the whole game. This is usually his garbage time. Him trailing. This is his job. This is why he gets hundreds of millions of dollars. And 21 for 35, 164. Couldn't feed Ridley, can't feed Kyle Pitts, and Mike Davis isn't looking great. I don't know. What do you think? Is this going to be just like a really inefficient, once in a while type offense? Like that will get production or what?
If I'm them, I just want to know, Arthur Smith, you were trailing that whole game. Why did Calvin really not get the ball? You better go down saying I threw to Calvin really 20 times before he gets 5 receptions. And he got like 7 targets. What is wrong with you? You're trailing the whole game.
How many times was he sacked? I don't even know. A couple. Look at
they looked in shambles, bro. They looked bad. They looked like a JV team, just like the Packers. They look bad. They look bad. They look bad.
Like not ready.
It was not promising. They never Kyle Pitts. None of them. I'm looking like what? And because I drafted Kyle Ridley and Kyle Pitts, knowing that they're going to be losing the entire game. That's what you want. Throw the ball. Throw the ball. What is going? It looks. It just looked bad. It just looked bad. Obviously, you're not going to panic on either one yet. But if that line looks like that, and if Matt Ryan looks like that, week 3, I have a business decision to make, fellas. There ain't no way around it.
This is like leading like perfectly into Ben Roethlisberger. Like, I don't know, are we gonna have just these two? Like, this is their final dance and that's it this season? Because he looked like complete garbage. He looks so out of shape. He looks like if I tried to throw a football, like he looks like shit. He does.
I'd rather have Cam Newton.
I was telling people that. Yeah, it's like I don't blame Najee. I don't blame Claypool. I don't blame when Claypool caught that one pass. That was 100 times harder than it ever had to be.
I know.
It's like you
make him earn his paycheck.
And he got
what's
almost
going
hurt
on here?
Off that. I was like,
yeah,
you're gonna hurt the guy.
For this guy.
Deontay Johnson's too good. He gets too far open, so he's gonna be okay. But It's just it was frustrating. And then my guy,
Deontay Johnson,
my sleeper too. He didn't do anything.
but Deontay Johnson pulled his whole. It looks like the world is coming to an end. He does that once a game.
Oh yeah,
guys. Everybody, he's on the ground.
Did you see how he was laying? He was laying like a chalk outline, like a murder scene.
Yeah, like literally. That every time he gets, what are you doing? Roll his pinky? Like, bro, you act like he's the biggest hypochondriac I've ever seen. He makes it seem like, oh god, end of season. Did you roll your ankle? Are you kidding me?
If anyone's ever,
he was out there 2 plays running around normal. Like, are you that guy getting paid told by the coaches? Injury, like, come on, man. These people. Anyways,
what I just looked it up though. Steelers get the Raiders this week, so we'll see. I think they'll be okay. So they'll be
don't
fine. Sit Najee. Start Deontay Johnson. I don't trust.
If you know any Najee Harris owners that are sitting there like, I gotta get rid of him, you pay him. You take whatever they want. You keep moving.
Maybe
they're idiots.
What about Debo? Maybe you could trade him Debo. Because I don't believe in this. I don't believe in this deal. We'll get to them, but that might be a guy I would trade. Anyway,
I would trade for Najee Harris if possible. Josh Allen. I think we're reading more into that the Bills look like crap compared to coming off that high horse, and I think the Steelers' defense was for real. Like they were for real last year. Bud Dupree, or not Bud Dupree, who they replacing with? Sorry. Go down.
Oh, yeah.
Who they replacing?
Yeah, I know exactly.
He was on the Chargers.
He's like number 8.
He was on the Chargers. What's the name, bro? He was at Ingram.
Where's he at? Yeah.
Ingram. They trade. That man looks so. Remember,
he
I think he tore his ACL.
Where's he
at? Back. Melvin Ingram.
Am I missing?
He's on the Steelers. You're on the Bills.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
But I'm just saying, I think that the defense for the Steelers. No, I'm saying the Steelers' defense was not the Bills' offense. Like their line, Josh Allen couldn't do anything. Period. I think they'll be fine. They got some days ahead of them. But then it was interesting, the healthy scratch. What do you think of that? What do you? Yeah. What do you?
It was weird.
What are you reading that?
They were saying he looked so good. So you wonder about that, like him and Trey Sermon getting scratched. It's like stuff. If you've ever been on a football team, people do real dumb stuff, and they can, piss off the wrong people, and then they sit you out a week to teach you a lesson. I think it could be something like that, but I don't know. I mean, he got in the doghouse, fumbled too many times in practice. I don't know. I think it's just something behind the scenes, because he's got to be worth getting on the field a few snaps, in the game. But I think don't give up on those. I wouldn't keep him he's not on my bench anymore. He's cut, first of all. But he might be a fantasy. I mean, we might be talking about him in 10 weeks, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Somebody gets hurt. So don't think he's complete garbage, but I think it's something probably behind the scenes.
I think Josh Allen's gonna come out this week and have a crazy week.
Yeah, he will. So. No, I'm not worried about him either. So, okay, next. I don't really have any other updates for that game for them on that side.
The Steelers line dominated that thing.
Yeah,
there ain't no way around it.
Defensive lines. That made that an ugly game. That was.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, 49ers and the Lions. So this is why Eric, I split my shares between Sermon and Mostert just because of this reason. And I would have definitely won if Mostert plays this game, because Eli Mitchell, a.k.a. Mr. Special Teams, went off. 9 for 104 and a touchdown.
I'm going to make it official, man. I have to give up on Mostert. Like, I've been on the fringe. We all have.
You gave him a shot.
You gave him so talented. But then you look at the man got hurt. He chipped his knee, broke his kneecap in the first drive. Is that like?
And he was averaging, and to make it hurt more, he was averaging 10 yards a carry.
Yes, that shows you. It's like, bro, look at that. Look at it's so promising, and he's like, my kneecap is broke.
It would have made me feel better if he went like 3 for 9 and got hurt. But no, he was averaging 10 yards a carry. So you just know what you would have had. It burns.
You're looking like, oh.
But they were ahead the whole game. And Debo, like I said, I don't know. I don't trust this Debo Samuel like this. Like don't expect this every week. I mean, maybe one other time this season is what I'm thinking. What about you? Are you
I don't
starting
know.
him? Like, if you have him and you have a pretty good
You
lineup, let's
start him
say
easily.
you're in a 2-receiver league, would you start him though? Like over maybe a Deontay Johnson or?
No,
I mean, that's where
I
things
need
get
more
tough.
proof. I need more proof than
Okay,
Puddin
but
because I think first of all they Brandon Ayuk is on a milk carton. Everyone in the
that's
world.
true.
I don't know what happened to that guy. They're saying like he did some. He needs to become a pro. Yada yada yada. Then they got this Trent Sherfield dude, or whatever his name is, in front of. Like,
Hmm.
not only is Kyle Shanahan trying to confuse us with the running backs, but he's confusing us with the receivers. Now you got me up because don't forget how much damage Brandon Ayuk did in the last 6 weeks of last season.
Yeah, yeah. He was used all over. This, I think Shanahan just might be a guy is like, if you play well in the preseason, I will put you in front of anybody. Because, like, Sherfield, him and Lance kept hooking up, like, constantly. And I was like, I don't
Yeah.
know if he's going to be on the field. But maybe it's just because Mostert was always the preseason guy that went off. And
Dominates.
then, yeah. So maybe he's just all about the maybe just watch that next year, like, preseason
Sanu,
stats.
Sanu,
Sanu on the
got a
field.
pass before that guy.
I was like,
Come
who the
on,
hell
bro.
is this? The new numbers, and then seeing Mohamed Sanu.
They threw me off. A lot of those things threw me off. I'm sitting there like Google. Like I like it, but I'm confused. You got D-backs 6. Like it's weird, bro.
Damian Williams threw me off. I was like, who is
Yes.
this dude? I cannot. If he had a
Huge
28, I would have known, but I don't know, something about that.
And that Niners defense, they started almost making it interesting.
Mm-hmm. You think they were just tired,
um,
or would you maybe drop
I don't
him if
know,
you have
bro.
him?
Nah, I wouldn't drop him. Yeah, I mean, defense. I mean, if you have a better option, like one of the top ones, obviously. But I don't know. It's 1 week. But if the Detroit Lions keep playing like this, I really, honestly, genuinely think that they can support Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift this entire year. Like, who do they have outside of Hawkinson?
Cephas. That's my
Yeah,
Badgers guy. But no,
Quintez.
Quintez. Like, he didn't really even catch that many passes. Yeah.
I,
No, man. It might
that's
be
crazy.
like, what was it, Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara? Like, was that 17? I think
76,
18?
yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, it might be like that. This got the same coordinator, right?
yeah. No,
Or is that
it's
right?
Anthony Lynn. He's from the.
Oh, he's the Chargers. Yeah, but he's
Remember
a committee
Anthony
guy.
Lynn?
He's a committee
That's
guy.
why. Yeah, that's why Eckler used to get all those catches. Like and then they raved about Jamal Williams. And then you think about DeAndre Swift, they're like, oh, he's not going to play that much. Liar pants. But even if they're down, like I think they can support that. They're going to be down. If they play that game script the entire year, score like 20, 35 points, that's cool with me.
Yep. And they are one of the teams that actually did help out their line, and they re-signed a couple people. Ragnow
Yeah.
is like the best center. So yeah, this might be a grinded out
Low
team. Yep.
Yeah, that might be a low key fantasy gold mine, honestly.
Grab Jamal
We'll see.
Williams. I don't know what his percent owned is.
Oh,
but
he better
over
not be
anybody.
owned.
Over everybody.
No,
we see.
I got him in all my leagues.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Look at Justin Jefferson got on the stat line. Okay, Vikings 24, Bengals 27. Vikings had like the worst, like I said, the worst preseason that they ever could have had.
I know this hurt for you. I know
No.
you watched this, especially when Dalvin Cook
I was
fumbled.
worried
I know
about
this
this
hurt you.
I was worried about it. I was like, I didn't say anything about it on the stream. I was like, Bengals,
He's trying to, like-
Bengals +3. Yeah, they were Vikings were favored by 3. I was like, man, I would probably, if I wasn't a fan, I probably would bet on that one. But yeah, I didn't. I mean, you gotta like some of the things. Like this is what you wanted Matt Ryan to do right here. 350 and 2 by Kirk Cousins, Adam Thielen. All the receivers got in on it. Dalvin Cook, good game. He, you know, fantasy wise, we're good with this. This is the Vikings we want, right? And then right? No, what do you want? Dalvin to have 40? What?
I want more from Jefferson, but that's
If he had a touchdown, he didn't have a touchdown, right?
no. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Is he
I'm
just
not
going to be
complaining.
Julio with low touchdowns? You think? Six a year or something?
No. Justin Jefferson's fine. Cousins kind of messed him up a few times. There was some throws that he had that were just like, I would be mad if I'm like, bro, give me one. I just need one.
Mm-hmm.
I got to do this. That's what he'll be fine. Bengals. And then, once again, Joe Mixon had a good game. There's 17 weeks in a season, you guys.
Yeah,
We know
look at
how
him
this
last year.
goes.
Look at him last year.
Last year he had a
games.
great. The one game he had like 50 points, or something, not 50, but he had something crazy, like 37. Like, you guys, this happens. I'm talking about the long-term longevity. If you want to sit there and come at somebody for 1 week, good luck, because I'm not going to be the one.
The TikTok people don't care, especially.
I don't care either.
But no, yeah, let's watch him. Pat said we were saying third or fourth round. We just didn't want him the second. I mean, people are saying he's RB1 right now, and it's like, tap the brakes a little bit.
History would say otherwise.
Yeah. But Jamar Chase is cool. Everybody needs to chill on it. His quote didn't help about drops. That didn't help.
No, that didn't.
T. Higgins,
he's a publicist.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be doing that himself. But T. Higgins was fine. If he wouldn't, I think he went out for a couple series. I think he would have been.
I was scared, man. I thought he would
have a way bigger
game. But he came right back. Yeah. T. Higgins will be fine. Tyler Boyd. I mean, I'm not an owner. I don't believe in. I think I called this a long time ago. I thought that Tyler Boyd was going to take the backseat to them. I don't know. That's just me.
That's a good call.
He's the old kid in town, and he's not even. And it's not even that he's old. He's just not in the mix with them. That's it. He's still a very good football player. Just
yeah. If they got to be trailing, I think, to make him startable. Like if they're huge underdogs like the Ravens or something, I would definitely look at playing him at that point. But not looking good. Jets 14, Panthers 19, and I'm looking at. I mean, I think Zach Wilson for a rookie. That's what you want to see out of a rookie.
I thought he was solid, bro.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, 258 and 2 and a touch or interception. I thought he had some rushing yards. I guess he didn't really. I could have swore I saw him take off. No.
The backfield, keep it moving. Don't even talk about it.
Terrible. And Corey Davis, I called that, right? I gave the people.
I wanted Corey Davis. Don't even talk about it.
You didn't start
Corey
him?
Davis is going to be solid. I didn't have him. I don't have him. Somebody sniped me.
I had him ranked in my board like so far above average, and I still didn't get him. Like that, I had him like 15 above average.
I had him, bro. I was going to take him with my, it was like 92nd, and he was like 120. Like, I had him I was like, I can't wait for this. I'm going to be good. One pick ahead.
Oh, he's going to be awesome.
I think Sam Darnold, all right. He'll be all right. Kind of boring to me, but I think he'll be all right. Christian McCaffrey, he got the ball. He got fed. He had like 30 touches.
Other than that,
no,
that's
crazy. He can do that, but he's, that's touches.
Is he the highest scoring running back with no touchdown?
Yeah. No touchdown. Interesting, right? The boy's tired.
That's why you didn't take him. You had to take him at 1.
So DJ Moore, I'm not completely against it. It was an all right game. Could have been better, but I mean DJ Moore's like that. He's just consistent. He's not going to get you too much, but he's going to be there. He's going to be on the stat sheet. I think.
What would you say about Terence Marshall? Would you take him if you're in a 12 team? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I think Terence Marshall, honestly, bro, is going to become a very, very touchdown monster. I'm thinking about if you have a spot right now, I'm advising you to pick him up ASAP because I think down the line, weeks 7, 8, Terence Marshall's show is going to start to come in a rise. I think he's going to start sneaking in with 13 points. He's a touchdown person, bro. I think he's really going to start getting fed. I saw some promising thing. I think he had 3 out of 6. Attempts.
6 targets.
Yeah, targets. That's what I meant. Yeah.
They need him to do that too. They really do because they're just going to stack the box against McCaffrey around the goal line. So they need to be able to spread it out to him.
It works in his favor. I don't know. I don't like people picking up Chuba Hubbard, whatever his name is. Why? Do you think Chuba can do what Christian McCaffrey just did? Ever. That's when you pick up a cuff, they should have some relevance. I don't care if Chuba gets McCaffrey go down tomorrow. He is not doing that.
No.
It's that's superhuman to do that. He had no touchdowns. Chuba's not doing that. I don't care. He's not doing it. Save yourself the stress. Get rid of that guy. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like they would probably split the work. You're not going to get what you would get out of. But he's a pretty good college player, to be fair. But no,
He's not getting 30 attempts.
no, never, no. And so this is where I got some FOMO with Kyler Murray. How are you feeling? So Cardinals just whooped the Titans. The defense is as bad as possible. We were saying they were bad, and we thought the Cardinals would be pretty bad too. But
I don't know, man. J.J. Watt looked healthy.
Yeah, and that is a sneaky defense next week too. I think they're one of the most added.
Yeah, and I mean, high horse, rightfully so. You know, they played the part, and it was crazy that. But this is how Kyler did last year. Remember, I had him, and he was the best quarterback ever for the first 9-10 weeks, roughly. Mm-hmm. Then he got the shoulder injury, and it was different. This game, they did not take their foot off the gas. they did not hold back, man. Kyler let it sling, man. D-Hop's being D-Hop, making crazy catches. Rondale Moore got him a little spread in a little bit. Chase Edmonds ate a little bit, but Kyler, you got Kyler. You're all right.
No, yeah, he top 3. I think no matter what the matchup is, for sure. Rondale Moore versus Christian Kirk. I think you were thinking Moore would probably run away with it, but maybe
they're going to go back and forth between him and Rondale Moore overall. AJ Green, he was talking about I've never been number 2 and I'm excited. He might as well be number 2, 3/4.
Yeah, 25. Huh.
We'll see. He's going to have a couple touchdowns here and there, but nothing crazy.
He better not be doing that get 9 targets and catch 3 of them stuff he was doing last year. That'll be ugly.
Yeah. And when you have an opportunity to do that, they ain't going for that. Kyler ain't going for that. He did have a nice catch, but he ain't going for that.
So, Ryan Tannehill, I mean, I don't think it was half his fault, right?
It was just a U game.
He got sacked 6 times. He was getting his ass beat.
It seemed like some teams just came into week 1 prepared. They forgot the game script. I don't know. Like it was weird. But you know, we talked about this. The first month of the season is really that feeler period. You'll start seeing who's for real, and every year there's some dark horses, some people that thought they were up here, and now they just forgot that other people are practicing. Derrick Henry, he'll be fine. That game script did not go his way, but he did get some targets. That was interesting. But they were trailing, so that could play a part. A.J. Brown and Julio, I think they'll be way better. Even though A.J. Brown had a touchdown late, but they'll be fine. Just, they'll be all right.
Yeah, and Julio had the hamstring thing to be in, preseason, so it just didn't look like they had even ran routes together. I mean, it
was weird.
Yeah, it was a little awkward there. Okay, Browns, Chiefs. Baker's not looking like a fantasy guy we want.
Hey, I've never been a believer in Baker. Never been. They talk about pay the man.
He's fine. I think real life, I'd be like, we got a shot today.
My thing is, they were killing them. They were flat out killing them, and they let them come back. And in the clutch, when they needed to do something, he did not do it. He was underthrowing people by 5 yards. Come on, man. Nah, you can't jag in the moment. Can't do it. Can't do it. Nick Chubb is gonna be run over people.
That's a pretty standard Nick Chubb game right there. Yep.
Kareem Hunt. I mean, that's pretty drawn up. Anthony Schwartz. There's some buzz, but Odell wasn't in there, and
he's probably the fastest guy in the NFL. You know that? He's like Olympian type speed.
Speed, and you would think speed would dominate, but speed doesn't always it should, but it doesn't. 24/7. So, we'll see. I'm not rushing the waiver wire for him yet.
Right. I'm saying he's more like a field stretcher, like Nicole kind of thing. So, but yeah, he's
that's like a typical Browns game script right there. Mm-hmm. Probably maybe one more pass touchdown by somebody above it all. That's just running down and whatnot. But Chiefs, that was interesting. CEH, this is your guy.
No, not anymore.
14 for 43. Interesting.
Yeah, that'd be rough. No, I had my Harry Potter rant. Told him Remember the TikTok? But
We
no,
know.
I was off him, man. I think I had him in a third. I would have been okay there, but Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, just like you drafted him, right?
I mean, it is what it is.
11 receptions, 197.
One of the people I'm ready to get rid of is Miko, though. I didn't like it. Didn't like what I saw.
Drop him.
Yeah, I'm cool. Cool.
Let me put him up higher. Yeah, so 3 for 19. It just might not happen. Maybe he's just a glue guy on a Super Bowl team. I don't know. He's not
Solid
not
player,
fantasy,
but
not fantasy.
he's not. He'll never be, in my opinion, the guy. So, and this is like his year, and it didn't. I'm cool on him. I can trade him,
Done with it.
but
All right. 17 to
typical
16.
Dolphins Patriots.
Patriots got gifted the wins. Usually the other way around through history, right?
Well, Dolphins yeah.
Dolphins
So
lose
yeah,
it.
so
But to
and a very very costly fumble by Damian Harris, but I think he'll be fine.
Let's look at them quick. Look at how much he dominated the carries. They're probably just saying that thing like he might get benched or something, but we're good. You're good.
Even if they toned him back, let's say 17, you're taking that. Period.
And I was wondering about that. Stevenson just really not getting anything.
Who else fumbled? Stevenson fumbled, I think, too.
Did he really?
Yeah, somebody else fumbled. It wasn't just him. And
okay, good.
That's going to be Damian Harris. He's going to be 17 to 20, I think. And that's why, I've been so confident, so high on him. Like, I think he's going to get the ball, period. So,
Mac Jones had like 0 fantasy points, really. So, not thinking about him in one QB.
Nah, he's a rookie. It's all good.
James White getting involved. Look at drafting him for a
PPR
reason.
king.
Yep. Like last round of the draft. Hunter Henry was out there. Jonnu cannibalizing.
They're just hurting each other.
You got to answer. Who? So you're dropping probably Henry? You think?
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with either one of them because I think by the time we figure it out, it's gonna be too late. Not them, it's us. It's them too, but they're just gonna be doing that. They're both valued. Like they're gonna do that exact role right there.
4 for 30. Maybe one gets a touchdown. Good luck guessing who it is.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it was months ago.
Tua, I still don't believe in Tua. We know how that goes. I don't care what you guys say. Now, I was interested that Waddle, he got a lot of targets, man. Like I'm surprised he got that. He came right in and did that.
What do you have, 8?
He stepped over a lot of people, so it looks like he's part of it. So whoever drafted him, they're sitting pretty right now. Myles Gaskin still looks like the guy. No matter how much they try to beat around that bush, he still looks like the guy. I don't know why they even do that, like to keep the healthy court, like running back competition. Like I don't know. It's not even about the kid. Like he gets every. Like he's a reliable back for them. So you draft him, you're confident. Yeah, he's solid. You can do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, pretty much defensive battle though. Okay, Broncos 27, Giants 13. This was a defense that I started in, and yeah, they didn't do anything exciting, but kept the points low, right?
Yeah, at least it wasn't negative.
Jerry Jeudy, that's a bummer. Yeah, wasn't negative. No, but Jerry Jeudy, that was a bummer, man. He's could be a top 7, 8 receiver. That looks so nasty. I hate. It's almost like you go barrel rolling into somebody with like rolling up their legs like that. That was just kind of made me sick. I'm like, if you ever had that happen to you,
yeah, for that it could have been a lot worse. It looked like it's going to be a lot worse. Mm-hmm. So at least he's a high ankle. Even if he's off for 8 weeks, that's way better than a broken, dislocated Dak injury. So that's good. Melvin, I don't care what y'all say. I'm still on the Javonte Williams train. Melvin got that breakaway run. It is what it is. Broken play. I consider the Giants being broken. So if you think that Melvin's still the guy, go ahead, but just wait on it. I do think with Jeudy getting hurt that Fant's going to – Noah Fant, whatever you want to say, is going to get a lot more targets now. I think that helped him a lot. So I'm thinking he'll probably – him and Tim Patrick probably – yeah, we'll split the disbursement with that. Cortland Sutton, we'll see. He's still not in game shape. He's still coming back. Um, but I mean, it's pretty much game
They got
script.
weapons. Yeah.
Yeah, actually a lot better. And Teddy looked solid. Teddy looked
We didn't look
solid.
at the Giants, did we?
Yeah, Giants. Obviously, we're talking about Saquon. He didn't. He did not have a broken tackle. First time in years. Yes, but there was a couple times, man, he ran into the mud and he carried a couple people.
Good.
And to me, that gave me a lot of confidence. I don't care, like that gave me a lot of for him to do that because that's just it's football, man. The first after you have those weeks off, and even when you're not in pads, the first thing you want to do is get tackled. Just tackle me real quick. Let me get it over with me. And for him to do that, like come off there and carry grown ass men like that, I don't know. I'm not saying AP, man, but if I'm a Giants owner now this week, I don't know if I'm starting them because I watched the defense a little serious back to back. It's too quick to me, but overall, I'm happy with that. Like it was promising.
You should tell the people watching how much football did you play again?
Oh,
I don't think you personally ever said, "Come on, tackle me." I don't think that ever came out of Pat's mouth.
I was quarterback. No, but you did and you didn't. What do you mean? I did say it. When you come into training camp, that's the first thing you want to happen. You want it to just get over it. You want the first tackle. You want to get tackled and be on with it. Am I right?
What about when you have 3 ligaments in your knee tear? You think that's the first thing he wants, huh?
I'm not saying that's what he. Listen, I'm saying he needs that mental hurdle because if you're not getting tackled, now you constantly have to think about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had to get tackled. That's what I'm saying. Like you need that just to move on.
I don't know if you can relate at all to him, but I'm glad that you're trying.
Hey, what do you mean?
Can't relate to him at all.
Nobody can relate. What do you mean? Have you seen that man's calves, thighs? Nobody can relate to that guy. What do you mean?
Okay, Pat. No one cares about your football stuff. All right, Sterling Shepard or Kenny Galladay? Who do you like more going forward right now? After week
Sterling
1.
Shepard shows up at the wrong times.
I don't trust him, man. I don't trust him, and everybody. It's like every year. Oh, you got to add Sterling. I hate it.
I'm good. Kenny G.
It's worse than Christian.
He's just a dog. I think Kenny G is just a flat out dog. Like he doesn't practice, doesn't do this, but you throw the ball his way, he's going to catch it. I think that's a typical stat line, probably maybe a touchdown, and that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad that he showed up and, he didn't just put up a goose egg or something. I'm glad to see that.
Man, it's looking ugly. I ain't lying.
Yeah.
It's just like this game.
Ugly. Yeah, Packers.
Yeah, don't even talk about that. Yeah. Keep moving with that. Saints dominated that way. Packers, they all their belongings were in Lambeau. So that's it. There's nothing else to say about that. That game was so bad.
Juwan Johnson. Is he a thing, you think? Like I said, Jair shut down Callaway, 1 for 14. So we weren't going to see him that game, but Juwan Johnson.
But Juwan, he had, some leagues he has the double acceptance where designation of wide receiver and tight end.
Yep.
I mean, that's very valuable. And then some people might say, like, he only had 3 targets, which is true, and it's kind of scary. But at the same time, he got targeted in end zone. So you got to take that in consideration as well. And Jameis, 14 for 20 for $148 and 5 touchdowns. He had a interception that was called back, whatever, but still, like, that's nuts to me. But if they get down to the goal line, if that's one of their main targets, I mean, 6 points. That's fantasy football. You want people to score. What's the difference between him and somebody else getting 30 yards and a touchdown? So,
Tony Jones is your new Latavius Murray because you love Latavius for 5 years.
Tony Jones is good though, right?
Yeah,
he looks good. Yeah, that's a great cuff, man. If he goes down, but they were talking about that even before all this Latavius. They were already talking about him. So if you got him, keep him. Do not release him because things happen every day to anybody. So you need that.
All right, go ahead. Bears, Rams. Justin Fields, 1 play, 1 touchdown, or what? 2 plays, 1 touchdown. The
Bears are stupid.
They're stupid. They don't want to make the Dalton family mad, so they're letting Andy get 2 games. That's all. Like I don't know.
Getting paid. You're getting paid.
They made a promise to the Daltons.
I don't care what promise I made to you.
To their golden retriever kids.
At some point, they got to say, "Hey, Andy, I'm gonna keep it funky with you. It's either you or me. I need my job. You have already made millions of dollars. Mm-hmm. I need my job. I'm on my last straw, man. You got to have the best job in the world to be a backup quarterback who gets paid millions of dollars to just motivate and coach and lead and teach a young guy. Are you kidding me? You better get your old redhead butt on the sidelines and tell him everything you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, really?
After this week, it'll be done. After the Cincinnati game.
We'll see, man. It's kind of they're like it. And what my thing is, if they were fearing that maybe Justin Fields got hurt with that line, it didn't look that bad. It did not look that bad. I was surprised about that part. But Justin Fields is smart enough. He's quick enough, agility, he'll be fine. My thing is, why do all these other – what about like Justin Herbert? If they would have did that with him, there would never have been a Justin Herbert from last year. You know, like I think Justin Fields, if anybody possesses that opportunity, like capabilities, and he deserves the opportunity, period. And everybody on this team will be better for it.
Especially the running game, too.
Oh, yeah, they got respected. They
look fine, too.
They're making Andy Dalton throw. Because a lot of people, they see it like, yeah, we're going to let him throw because we're going to sit back. And obviously, he's inefficient, is how you put it nicely. He's boring. He's dull. He's red socket. I don't know.
Takes care of the ball.
Yeah.
A lot of cliches. Yeah.
I'd rather go down 7-10 with Justin Fields leading the charge and getting a year experience, period.
Yep. Now you got Allen Robinson. You're just 10 times more on Justin Fields.
Allen Robinson will be fine. Allen Robinson plays with Skittles and be fine. Like he's never had a quarterback, so he'll be fine. Rams, interesting, right? Did you think Matthew Stafford was going to do that?
What? They get to the 1 yard line up by 20, and then instead of just handing the ball off, they throw a touchdown pass, and then I lose because of that? Is that what you're talking about? Dude, these guys, these quarterbacks, they got to pad their stats. This is what Pat Mahomes taught us. Matthew Stafford's in L.A. Pad the stats, buddy. That's all what it's about. Screw me, right? F me. Well, no, Robert Woods, a little nervous about Robert Woods. They had, what did they say?
Remember they were talking
Van
about
Jefferson ran more routes, but, he only had 2 catches. But
hey, but that catch he had, but
yeah, that was nice, right? Feed him. God.
They're really talking about it's interesting. I think Sean McVay is going to use a lot of his parts. I don't think Robert Woods is completely out here. Week 3 or 4, then we'll talk about that. But I figured Tyler Higbee would do that. But what did Deshaun even do? What, he had 3 for 21? Is that what it is?
It shouldn't be 5. When you get how many targets do you have? 7? Something like that?
Oh, Woods?
Tyler Higbee. How many do you have?
A couple more than he had. So about, what does he have? 5 receptions? Yeah, I think about 7.
And then, I was looking out for Cole Kmet this season, and he was getting a lot of those short guys from Andy Dalton.
So, yeah, man, it is what it is. Let's keep moving.
Game wasn't
just Fields all day.
Right? Yep. All right. Yep. Shootout. Ravens, Raiders. Raiders got him by 6. That was definitely an over. Lamar.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. When Carlson kicked that field goal, I was like, because Lamar Jackson's gonna get the ball, and I thought he was gonna do some heroic scramble out the quarterback and have like a 70-yard touchdown. I was gonna be heated. I was gonna lose from that. Like that's what
he wouldn't have fumbled it.
Oh yeah. If he, like, it just had me nervous, man. I don't like seeing it happen to Lamar, but my man Tyson.
Yep.
I don't care what
called that one. You're welcome. You're welcome, guys. Come on the live stream.
You got Tyson, you're good.
11. What are we? 11 Central, noon Eastern.
Yeah, 9.
Get on there. We'll help you out. What was his name? Cody. Shout out to Cody.
Yeah, whoever. I told you. Hey, Tyson. What I tell you? 18 points. I think I called.
I said 14, and you said more. So, hey, we're both right.
And I also think, with that being said, some people are nervous about Latavius Murray. Honestly, bro, like how they played the Chiefs the other day, or the Browns, because the Browns played the Chiefs because they played the Chiefs this week. I was looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
You might be able to play both of them.
Yeah. Did he do anything worthwhile though?
Latavius?
I didn't see him do anything. Like
No.
he's a big body.
He didn't
I mean, he did the big body. He was running, but I didn't see him really do anything like explosive, right?
He didn't pop. No, I won't say it. But they are a run heavy team. And if let's say Tyson, he's gonna have a role. But I will tell you guys who think that Le'Veon and who's the other dude they picked up? Devonta Freeman.
I almost said Kendrick West.
If
I just always imagine him on the Ravens. All right, go.
If that game didn't show you anything, that's their backfield. The Cannon, if you got Cannon, keep him. If you're in my league, keep him. So that's wasting your spot. That's all I'm saying to you. Sam looked decent. Sam looked solid. Marquise Brown, I think that's another one of those. I'm good on him. It's kind of like Sterling. He hasn't had as many mess ups as Sterling and opportunities, but I gotta see it consistent. We've been here. We've been here before. He has like 2-3 games in the season where like he's right there. He's the best, and then he goes MIA for 8 weeks. I gotta see it.
Yeah, I was thinking about him a lot in that game, and I was thinking about Ruggs and kind of comparing the two, and I was like, I guess I'd probably still rather have Marquise Brown, but man, I don't know, they're just similar body types, fast, speed, maybe just not good at football, good enough at football. Maybe they're
if they don't fit that scheme and that system to a T, it doesn't matter, and that's why I got rid of Ruggs. But on the other side of the ball, I know this one guy who. What was his words? They will not feed. Darren Waller will not be a part of the game plan. And I looked at the game and watched the game. I was like, wow, on this one drive, they threw to Darren Waller 3 straight times. Mm-hmm. What do you have, 20 attempts?
You're talking about Train J. Or
Train T, whatever, yeah. But
yes. Voice of the people.
Voice of the people. But, we got a little dispute or what have you. But, yes, this is still Darren Waller's team. If you're a Waller owner, you're just smiling and keep it moving. There ain't nothing about it. Josh Jacobs is still Josh Jacobs. He's going to shock you. Going to make something out of nothing. I think he was still, what was he, 12th overall running back last year?
Did he sneak in the top 10? I think he did.
Whatever. He's a starter. Like, he's RB1. Like, people hate it that he is, but he is, like, the man he's a bowling ball. Mm-hmm. He looked like, with the first play, he looked like he was hurt, came off limping, and came, like, he's just a bowling ball. The man's going to produce when he gets opportunity.
The line looked good.
I thought they'd be way worse.
A lot of pieces, so.
That rookie, what's the dude from Alabama? I think his name is?
That's the Raiders guy.
What's the lineman?
Oh, yeah, Leatherwood.
Hey. It looks solid, huh?
Yeah, 2 young tackles. It looked pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it'd be way worse. So, overall, that team will be all right. I think they're definitely not going to win their division as usual. But fantasy-wise, Josh Jacobs, Kenny Drake might be all right.
Yeah, what about
I just want to do with him.
Bryan Edwards touching your starting lineup, or you want to see it more?
I need more. And I'm not saying he's not there. Like, he looks solid. Maybe if he would have scored that touchdown. Right?
Yeah, I mean, points-wise, that's what they sort by points if he's out there. But he's worth grabbing. I think he's worth grabbing for sure.
Mm-hmm. I want to spend all your bread, but yes.
Pat wanted to look at just the number of pickups. Obviously, Mostert hurts us.
Slide over a little bit, Eric.
Oh.
We can't see the names.
Yeah.
Or put us up opposite. One more time.
This was easier earlier. There
it is. Obviously, Mostert, he's out for the year. And obviously, we talked about this earlier. We're cutting bait. It's a wrap. Carolina.
How do I switch it to ads? Oh, there Yeah, so Arizona, they have a decent run. So they get Minnesota, Jacksonville. You could definitely do worse than that.
Oh yeah, stream defense. Yeah.
What do you think about
Mitchell,
Mitchell? Yeah.
you got to spend it. He looked the best. I don't know what the trade. Obviously, I think Trey Sherman's going to be active now, but man, I don't. He rides the hot hand. If Mitchell looks fast, the man looks quick, and Raheem Mostert Mitchell looks
1941 04.
fast. There's no way around. Like Mitchell looks solid. Like he just looks quick, and he looks like he fits that scheme. So I think scare money don't make no money.
So
So
did
I
you
think you need to go get him.
have you seen seen Sermon a lot? Have you seen him?
Yes and no.
He's big. I think he's not going to be the fast guy. He's not going to be the Mostert.
No.
So maybe like you said, yeah, maybe it's just going to be 50-50, kind of like the Gus Edwards and Dobbins kind of.
Yeah,
I can see Sermon definitely taking a little bit more work, maybe 60-40, but they need this guy to be the sprinter. Because, I mean, I think Gus Edwards is faster than J.K., and I think that's going to be like that dynamic. That's what I'm picturing in my head. So if you want to look back at this, I don't think you want to be thinking about this week 7 or 8 if you just let somebody get him cheap.
Exactly.
I'm personally like, let's do a little bit of a blocker on it. In one, maybe one league you're like that, maybe one you're going after him. So let's kick off this list for the free agent ads. Like Pat, what do you think? If you're
money don't make money.
What do you think? Okay, so you maybe go like 20% plus, depending on your league. Maybe your league's more aggressive, maybe it's not.
I'm getting him.
Okay. All right. So there you go. You
guys get him. Go get him. You need to get him.
And then we talked about Mark Ingram with the number of touches.
Opportunity's king.
Even if he sucks. Opportunity is king.
I wouldn't spend all my bread on Mark Ingram, but flat out, late scratches, somebody got hurt, favorable schedule. Like he plays, let's see.
Yeah, Cleveland, Carolina.
Even like that, Jacksonville, week 15. Like you got to think about this. This is chess, not checkers. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
started the playoff schedule. Peeping the playoff schedule.
Keep him on the bench. If somebody gets hurt, somebody's late game stretch, there's worse subs, right?
Pat's turning and burning. Turning and burning on the fab. Peeping late season schedules already. So this is why this guy's good at.
Yeah, look, somebody. If you don't do it, somebody gonna do it. Remember that.
My next one. So then I would have Arizona personally after these two. I'm not touching Kirk. I'm not spending a lot on Kirk personally. But
I gotta see it, man.
Would you open spot in your lineup? Maybe you had one of the guys that are out for the season. Would you rather have Gainwell or maybe Juwan Johnson if your tight end's weak? Or maybe I can ask you Schultz, Juwan Johnson, or Gainwell. You want to go RB depth or one of those two?
Personally, I would go Gainwell.
RBs are just more valuable.
And Gainwell looked nice in that weird number he had. He looked nice, like flat out. He looked nice.
Was he?
14. 14, yeah. But obviously, running backs are running backs, and I think that he's gonna have a viable, he's gonna be in the game plan. And we talk about touches, Juwan Johnson. Okay, go back and forth, but I go back and forth with that just because, yes, he had touchdowns, but he only had 3 targets or something like that. How often is Alvin Kamara not going to score right there? How often, are they going to be in that situation? And you see Sean Payne, they'll run that man will take the ball out of somebody's hand and just run it. How many times when Tony Jones starts, trending upward, that's another threat to take it. I'd rather have Gainwell out of those.
Okay. I got you there, yep. I talked about Schultz then. That's in my same range. Okay, here we go. New England defense. Pat was talking about it on Sunday. Get the Jets. Then New Orleans, who's got I don't think they've been tested. Or maybe they – anyway, I would do New Orleans – or I would do New England because if you watch football for a long period of time, you know how New Orleans' first game of the year can be so much different than their third game of the year. So, and that's a fact. So anyway, New England, they're up there for me. I don't care about this Packers game maybe as much as some people. Pat, would you? Or actually,
I agree.
question then: Cleveland or New England? Cleveland gets Houston,
Cleveland.
Chicago, Minnesota.
I have Cleveland for a reason.
Okay, so Cleveland just ahead of New England, and then I'm in that Christian Kirk area. But Pat, do you have anything else you want to add in that top 8? I guess I just went over.
That's pretty much honestly probably it, man. I mean, that's after that. I definitely won't be spending my money on anything because it starts getting a little slim pickings. Mike Williams, you need a receiver, go ahead and get him. Even if you don't want to keep him, trade bait.
I guess he is out there in a decent amount.
Yeah.
Tim Patrick, and maybe another interesting one.
Gotta see it. I gotta see more. I'll take Mike Williams over that though.
Green Bay at Detroit. There's a lot of good defensive options this week.
We'll see, man. I think Aaron Rodgers will come out. My thing is, who are they going to put on? Are they going to put the cornerback on Hockenson? Like, if that's the case, Jamal Williams and Andre Swift. So
yeah, isn't that crazy how that the defense can just shape into form, or offense can just shape into form like that?
Exactly. So
well, that's pretty much what I got. Yeah, I don't want to burn that first waiver priority unless you get maybe our first 2.
Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint, man.
Next week, you never know. So, Pat,
what's up?
Wrap it up.
Oh, my bad.
107. Thanks for tuning in. If you got this far, please like the video because you must like something we're saying. We appreciate you guys watching.
Yeah, appreciate you guys as always, man. Obviously, reach out to us if you got any question or anything. Obviously, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You ever have anything, reach out to us. Other than that, we do like to hear some humble brags and that stuff as well. Like,
tell us what happened. Yeah.
No, we were right. We know. Let's go ahead. Other than that, have a great day, man. Appreciate you guys. Good luck on waivers, and we'll see you week 2. Check us out in the pregame announcements, up to news updates and whatnot.
Appreciate it. Yep. Have a good week.
Deuces.